Hi, this is Richard here with another quick tip regarding how to use Blender and a few different nifty features of it. These are best for beginners if you're wondering how to do something really going to help you improve your workflow. So today I'm going to talk about Snap, and you can learn all these things if you watch my beginner series. These little videos here are just for if you've been wondering how to do something, you can pop in and learn something, get out real quick. So I have this cube floating, and if I want to set it on the ground, whoops, I had the background selected. Well, you can try to get it, but now I'm going right through the ground, and you can try to get it close and, you know, like little by little, scooch it up here. And it looks pretty close, but if you zoom in, you can tell it's still floating, so you can go back and do it some more. Why not just snap it to the ground? So let's lift it up. Let's hit this here, this little magnet. And I can do this for you so you can see it better. That magnet there. Let's hit that button. And now we have it on increment. Let's go ahead and set it to face since we got a big plane here. Just gonna grab this, and now we can lock it to the Z, and it's just gonna move it straight down. See, I can't move it up or down any further because it's snapping it to it, and it's locked to the Z axis. If I turn that off, now I can move it around, but it's always gonna stay on this plane. It's just snapped right to it. Really great way to place things right on. You can see those two faces are sharing a space. That's why they're shimmering like that. Really great way to set things right on another surface. So then if we shift A and let's add a little UV sphere. And whoops. You do run into some problems if you leave it turned on, I will say. Let's just put that right on top of this cube. See, this would be really hard to do manually, but with Snap 2, it's just, there you go, it's touching, nothing to worry about. And then you can change this to edge. Now see, it's sitting on the closest edge, and now it's on a side edge, so it's inside it. And you can change this to volume or vertex. There's only 8 vertices here, so there's only 8 different places that it's going to snap to. And sometimes you'll have a little problems like that because it's trying to do its best to snap it to what you ask it to. That's why usually choose face if you want it to sit right on top of something. Just turn it on to Z. And because it's inside it, it's having a couple of problems. Then you can set this to the closest, to the center. You can set it to center, it'll put it in the center of the faces. And it's centering it on the origin of that as well. And then this here is really handy. This is going to rotate it based on the direction of the face. So now if we put it here, you can see, if I zoom in a little bit, whoops, went inside. The top is right here now, where if we put it on top, it rotated it, so the top's up there. It'll change the angle of whatever you're snapping to something else based on the direction of that normal. It's really handy. And not too sure what the project onto the faces does, but that's pretty much it. Snap 2 is really handy for placing things on other things. Let me show you one more reason why you would want that. Here's a face, and this is a really nice face like this. It's super high poly. You can see I've got 156,000 polygons in this face. This isn't going to work for a video game. So what you want to do is add a new object, go into edit mode, delete everything. Now, if we're in vertex mode, we can hold Control and start drawing vertices on this. Turn that transform tool off to start doing our retopologizing. You can see they're drawn right on the surface. You don't have to worry about pushing and pulling those. You're going to get this shape, especially if you've done a lot of sculpting. You can draw right on this, and that is the beginning of retopologizing, which is, I would say, pretty advanced because you have to go through all of modeling the shape and then modeling and then sculpting it how you want it, and then retopologizing into a lower polygon mesh that you can then export to use for different things. So that is how you do it. Now watch, if I grab this one, it's going to drag it all over this face, and it's not actually leaving that face at all. So it's really handy for retopologizing. All right, that's about all I wanted to show you with the Snap 2. Really handy for placing things on other things and for doing retopology when you are taking a high polygon model and then making a low polygon model out of it. Thanks for watching.